Good evening. These are certainly unusual times. Who would have thought a year ago that the victor in the governor's race would be giving remarks in their motorcycle garage with a sum total of 3 people? But here we are. I first want to thank Lieutenant Governor Zuckerman for his years of public service and every candidate who is on the ballot today. I know from personal experience, it's not easy to put yourself out there. I also want to thank my wife, Diana, as well as the families of all candidates for enduring those many long days. But your sacrifices and encouragement allowed each of us to step up and run, which is so important for our democracy. Today, Vermonters have spoken, and I'm humbled to earn your support once again. Your faith and trust in me is the greatest honor of my life, and I will continue to work every single day to make the lives of Vermonters better, our economy stronger, and our state more affordable for families and businesses. As you know, we're facing some of the greatest challenges of our lifetime. This global pandemic has impacted all of us in so many ways. Our way of life has been disrupted. There's a lot of uncertainty, and far too many lives and livelihoods have been lost. But I'm proud of how Vermonters have stepped up and met the moment. It's because of you, your hard work, your compassion for others, and your commitment to community that Vermont has led the nation. But, as I've said many times, we cannot let our guard down. And as we enter the winter months, we must remain vigilant. If we do, I'm confident we'll continue to lead the nation, and more importantly, keep our loved ones safe, our kids in school, and emerge from this pandemic faster and stronger than any other state. As well as thanking you, I want to thank my entire team who have been instrumental in leading the state's response. From my staff and cabinet to our health experts and the dedicated public servants throughout state government. They've worked incredibly hard on the front lines of this fight for more than 8 months. Each one of them has my deepest respect and appreciation, and I'm fortunate to have them by my side as we begin another term. I ran for governor because I believe Vermont can build a stronger and more diverse economy, be more affordable for families and businesses, and create more opportunities for our kids. And I believe the best way to have the resources to take care of those in need, protect our environment, and address climate change is to grow the economy in all 251 communities and all 14 counties in Vermont, not just in a few. On my first day in office, almost 4 years ago, I signed an executive order outlining my strategic goals to grow the economy, make Vermont more affordable, and protect the most vulnerable. And while we've made progress, I know there's still so much more to do. I want to assure you, even as we face and fight this virus, these priorities will be just as important during my next term as they were in my first. And they will continue to guide my team as we rebuild and recover from the pandemic. But perhaps even more important, we must heal our country because we simply cannot go on like this. Our nation is hurting, not just from COVID-19, but because of another virus that has infected the hearts and minds of too many Americans, that of hate, fear, and division. We must confront this with the same force and energy we're putting towards the coronavirus. And here's how. First, let's be better, kinder, and more understanding. Let's listen to and learn from one another. Let's prioritize our common humanity, our love of family, and our concern for their health and welfare. Right now, we're seeing a political system that defines anyone you disagree with as the enemy. The truth is, disagreeing about taxes, fees, regulations, and programs, or which candidate to support, these things don't make us enemies. A healthy democracy requires passionate debate, but it needs to be civil. When they become nasty, personal, or even worse, violent, that's when our real enemies, those who don't believe in core American values, gain ground. Because they use the distraction to fan the embers of hate, fear, and division. We've got to rise above them to move America forward. All of us, moderates, conservatives, and liberals, Republicans, Independents, and Democrats, can succeed if we work together. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying to avoid heated debate, because as I said, debate is healthy. But in order to solve problems and help people, we must find common ground and then work from there. Just as Vermont has been a leader in our response to the pandemic, I believe we can lead the way in this regard as well. We can be better role models and treat everyone with the dignity and respect they deserve, especially when we disagree. We can prove that our strength is in the diversity of our people and opinions, and show that by listening to and learning from each other, we can achieve equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, and a more perfect union. So tonight, even though we don't know the outcome of many races, as Vermonters and as Americans, let's come together and rise above the hate, fear, and division so we can emerge from this difficult time in our history as a stronger, more united, and more compassionate nation than ever before. Thank you again for your faith and trust in me. I'll continue to do my very best for all Vermonters.